I'm home today, so you're getting me live instead of on Friday. So, hi, I'm Courtney. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Australia, and you could be joining me from anywhere around the world. So, if you're from Australia, say hi. If you're from other countries, also say hi. I'd love to know how far we reach. If you're watching this on replay, please hit the subscribe button so that you get the notification when I do go live. I try to go live on a Thursday afternoon. Sometimes depends, 3 or 4, depends on where I'm at, what I'm up to. And if I'm working on a Thursday and I haven't had the opportunity to do a video for you, I do go live on Friday. But you can check back on my Facebook page each week and see what's happening. The other thing is I have a Facebook group. It's a VIP group. So I'll pop a link in the comments on my Facebook page. And so that if you want to be part of my VIP group, you can. It is aimed at customers, but I'm more than happy if other demonstrators want to join it just so that they can keep up. And I do like to share on there any of the cards that I make. Also, I share on there any of the great specials that Stampin' Up has. We've just come off a 3-day free shipping special. I don't know what's happening leading up until the 7th of January, but I do know coming up on the 7th of January, we have our new catalogue, our new mini starting, and it's teamed up with Celebration. So watch this space. I'm going to give you a sneak peek today of one of the suites that I've purchased. It's one that I actually quite like. It's really pretty. It's about birthdays and birthday cards. But between birthday cards and Christmas cards, they're the two most types of cards I make. So if I do remember at a presentation a few years back that Sarah, our CEO, was telling us about how Hallmark gauges what sort of cards are the most popular, with Christmas and birthdays being two of the most popular in the States. Thanksgiving and Halloween cards are also very popular, but not so much here in Australia. They're starting to come around a bit, but I have a tendency, if I am doing something Halloween related, it would be a scrapbook page more than anything else, or a special birthday card for someone that is born at the end of October. So I don't have all my Christmas cards finished yet, but I decided to stray from Christmas today because I am excited about this new catalogue that's coming in. There's so many fabulous things in it. I cannot show you the inside of the catalogue yet. Unless you've got a copy, then you can have a sticky. Or unless you're a demonstrator, then you will have already seen it. You probably should already have one in your hot little hands. We can pre-order from that. What that means for you is we get to play with the goodies beforehand so that we can get to show you. But I thought you might like to see some of them now. The other thing is our last chance list is current. If it's in the online store, you can get it. If it's leaving, it will have last chance written on the bottom of it. If it's a bundle, just check it. Part of the bundle might be leaving. Part of the suite might be leaving, but the whole lot might not be. Some things are reduced up to 50%. So just check that. There is actually a last chance tab that when you shop in the online store, you can click on last chance and it will show you everything that is available that's there for while stocks last. They've ditched the clearance rack and they've joined everything together. Now, keep an eye on that because there's some things in there that will surprise you, and that's going to keep changing. They're going to update it every couple of months. As things go, other things will get put in there. If it's been in there for quite some time, it'll get reduced even more. So it might not be reduced yet, but it might be reduced later. You don't know. You don't want to miss out on it. Get it while you can. Okay, so I'll flip over to my desk and I'm going to show you, let me just have a quick sneak peek. It's called the Wildflower Birthday Suite. If you've got a catalogue, it is on page 43. So I will flip over to my desk. This is the Celebration Mini. Again, can't show you anything that I don't have that's on the inside of that, but I've got a couple of sneak peeks that I can show you I did receive from it. One of them is this fabulous embossing folder, and I've decided that it's going to be my new favorite because I don't know if you have checked out the last chance area. The three pack of essentials which I have a tendency to use to death, one of them in particular, they're going. So they're still available when I looked earlier today, but in Australia they are, but I make no promises, they might not be there later. So I'm actually loving this Starstruck one. If I bring that a little bit closer, you should be able to see there are little stars in there. And I just think they are the sweetest. When I first looked at it, I thought, oh, that's going to go so nicely with the daisies, but they're little stars, so that's fabulous. And you all know that I like to scrapbook. How gorgeous is this? Now, there's a great sample in this little catalogue that I'm thinking I might have to, what we call case, which is copy and share everything, copy and selectively edit, whatever take you want on it, but it is something that we encourage. So I think this will be, actually, I know this will be perfect for scrapbook pages. So I'm looking forward to using that. It's a photopolymer stamp set, but this word day, it's shown at 90% in there. So as you can imagine, look at the size of it. Like, that's huge. Where's my, I don't have my H block here. My H block's on the table. This one's a C, but like, yeah, it's actually going to fit one letter on it. But the word is all joined. You can chop them up if you want to, but the word is all joined. I often encourage people that are going to chop their stamps up that they get more than one set, so that you've got one set that's still how it's supposed to be and another set, although you can fairly well place them back together. But if you check out those butterflies, there's some butterflies that are coming in here. I'm thinking that we need 2 sets of those, just saying. Anyway, so that's another one that's free with $100 spend as well. Okay, so that celebration starts on the 7th of January, goes until the 28th. This is our mini catalogue. Now, this here appealed to me beautifully. I don't normally do the subtles, as you all know, but and green's my favorite. I love the yellows. I love the really, my brights are my favorites, but this really appealed to me. So I purchased this suite. Like I said, it's on page 43. Can't give you a sneaky peek, but I've got it here. So let's see what's in it. So in the suite, you get the stamp set. It's a photopolymer stamp set. It's called Birthday Celebration. Nice big font, and you'll see that they're actually shown on the front at the size that they are. Okay. In here, there's 19 stamps in that, would you believe? In here is our dies, and I love these. All right. Oh, where's my little thingy gone? I just noticed my little, what's he call it thingy that tells you who I am has done a runner, but you all know who I am. But that's not the point. Okay, I don't know. There's supposed to be a little thing down here that says Courtenay's Stampin' Studio. But anyway, so these are the dies, and you actually get a 6 and a 9, which is very unusual because normally you get one that does both jobs. Okay, so you've got all the numbers up, 1 including 0. You've got the little 2 dots. You've got a little flowery thing there. You've actually got 2 of those, a couple of leaves, a tassel, and some really cute little flags, and a really big flag. So there's 2 tassels the same, and this is for you to add your little banners too. Okay, so really nice. It's nice to have a set of numbers. Okay, because we all love numbers, and they make, it's nice to put someone's number on there. So that's our stamp set and our dies. These are our dots, and they're like a matte color. Gosh, this one here, which is actually, I'm going to say it is peach pie, but gosh, it looks like mango melody. And yeah, but look, how fabulous does it look? There's the 3 of the, there's 3 colors of those, and let me see if you get your eyes right. There's 210 dots in there, so it looks like there's 2 different sizes. There's potentially a 3rd one hiding under there. Then we've got this beauty. Now, this I absolutely love. We've had this in silver before. A couple of years ago, it's like a spider web. It's soft. It ties absolutely beautiful bows. Oh, look, and it's got another thing of sticky tape in here. That's what I was trying to block before. But what you'll see, it's so fine. Let me see. Piece of pool party. Like, see how nice is that? All right. So, but yes, it ties absolutely beautiful bows. There's this piece of sticky tape. All right. And then we've got our designer series paper. Now, our designer series paper is a specialty paper. It does have gold on it, and it's got some die cuts. We've got some flowers. On the other side is our gold, and there's tags. So you'll see there's lots of different tags. You can cut them out as tags. This one here, you could actually cut it out as a box, pop it in a little, like at a bottom to it. But how cute are they? You could do 4 of them. That's 4 sides. Perfect. But just fabulous. Nice colors. And there's 2 sheets of each. Okay, this one's our cake one. I've noticed I've put this on the funny way around. And this one has a stripe. There's Courtney's favourite. It's always a stripe. This one here, the gold's on this side, as that's our leaves. And that's got, that there is a soft sea foam. Probably, actually, it might be closer to a, no, that's a soft, it's got to be, it's either a soft sea foam or a very, very pale old olive, because both of those colours are in this paper. This one here is definitely pool party. Look at that. Yep. Pool party with our gold and then our soft sea foam leaves on the back. It's just really pretty. Right. Everybody needs this paper. And look at that. How's that? That one there is pretty in pink. Looks fabulous. And these are the die cuts. Now, they do fall out quite easily. They're laser cut. We've got flowers. We've got balloons. We've got cake. We've got banners. Lots of different things there. Perfect for scrapbooking. Perfect for card making. You're going to have lots of fun there. We're going to use this paper, potentially one of these cakes on here. We'll make that decision as we get closer. And we're going to make a birthday card that is a fancy fold. Now, I'm thinking I will be using our, I haven't decided whether I'm using the pool party or, oh, I don't want that. Pool party or our blueberry bushel as my main colour. I'll probably end up going with blueberry bushel, but we'll see. Where is everybody today? Nobody said hi yet. But I don't know. It might be a new thing with Restream. I did hook up to YouTube first, so whether or not it's all of the comments are on YouTube, I'm not sure. But I can see that you're there. It's a bit like, remember, what is it? Romper Room with the little Miss Stooby. I can see you. I'm going to guess that there's Cheryl and there's Laurie and there's probably Sharon. All right. And probably Lisa. All right, so I think I'll go with our blueberry bushel as my card base. So I'm going to do a fancy fold. I've got my designer series paper there, but the way I'm going to start, this is a fairly basic fancy fold, but you can do lots of things with it. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I've folded it once. That's directly in half. Perfect. Do it the same way every time. Then I'm going to go back here and fold it again. Now, you could score it or you could just fold it. The choice is yours. I find I am way more accurate if I just fold it. Now, this type of fancy fold can go either way. All right? Or you can fold it back the other way and you can make a 10 card, which is what I'm going to do. Okay? So you can add a panel to here. You can make it a step type card, lots of different things, but essentially it is a basic fancy fold. You can also, which looks really good, and I probably will do it next week, is you can cut along here and you will end up with a very fancy fold. So just depending on what you want, let's start with the basics. So I've folded it in half and then I've pushed this bit back onto itself. And then depending on what I want to do will depend on how I decorate this card. Okay, so we've got a couple of things happening. We need a basic white for the inside, and we'll probably need some things to decorate the front. But let's get some paper and some scissors, not scissors, my trimmer out. So I'm thinking that I am actually going to put this cake here on the front. I only want one of them, there's two. Okay, although that cake's pretty cool as well. Oh, I don't know. Actually, you know what? We'll choose as we go. Anyone else got a preference? I have that cake. So is that cake. Oh boy, too much decisions. Okay, that's fine. And we need, I'm just going to put this back here with one of those. So because we're going to be using Blueberry Bushel as our base, we'll find one of our pieces that's got quite a bit of Blueberry Bushel in it. I'm thinking this piece here, it's got, and then I also want some, it's really cool. It's got the pretty and pink check on the back, but I'm thinking for the inside of my card, oh, too many decisions. I'm going to use some of this. Okay. So that's pretty too. Oh boy, too many decisions. Okay. So you'll need a bit of variety of designer series paper. All right. And you'll need a ruler. So here's one I prepared earlier. So the reason why you want a ruler is I know what my basic measurements are, but once I cut things down, it's going to be a different story. So I am going to do almost like, I'm going to do something unusual on the front. I'm going to have these two panels separate, and then I'm going to have a normal card insert in here, but then I'm actually going to tizzy up this side, all right? Because I want to then be able to push it up like so. All right, and I'm going to have, let's just stop talking about what I'm going to have and let's start just making, because that piece is literally going to sit on the front, and then when I pop that up there, it's going to sit like that. That's why I think that cake will work the best. Okay, so let's, without further ado, let's get moving. Okay, so on the inside, on this piece here, I've got to decide, what do I want as my front? No, we don't want that, do we? It doesn't look right, but we can have that. Okay, so let's get our trimmer out. So work with me here, guys. Right. So this piece here, I would normally layer it, since that's check on the back of it. I'm just going to cut this down 6 by 6, just so that I've got a fairly tight piece of designer series paper, so I don't need the rest. So this piece here is now going to end up, that's 14.8 and a bit. So this piece here is going to end up as 14.3 by 10. Okay, and I will save that little piece there. Now it's going to go on here, but I've either got to make it fold in the middle to go with it, or I've got to split it. And I sometimes think it looks pretty fab split. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so that's currently 10. I am going to split it in half, and I'm going to make it 5. Now, because of the way I'm going to do it, I can either have a gap around all the way, which looks okay because it sort of goes with it. It's going to make it work. Or I can butt them together and just make it so that that easily bends. Okay, choice is yours. If you want to bend it together, you can. I do like the idea of having that little gap there. Okay, it just looks pretty, especially if you could actually do it as 2 different pieces. All right. And I am looking at them thinking, to match my top and my bottom, they're going to need a very fine slither off them. So we're going to take that off now. Okay. And you know what? Because I've got it here, you may find that that colour will change to, what's it called? Pool Party. But we'll see how we go. Very fine slither is gone. Okay, so that's those two pieces there. Okay, I need something similar to this piece. And the reason I need something similar to that piece, I need it for the inside. Now, I'm thinking because we're dealing with cake, let's have some cake. Okay. Or we could have some stripes. Now, it's up to you which way you cut it. I know that I like to, I mainly make portrait cards. So I'm going to use a lot more cakes than I am stripes. But so I'm going to go cut it this way. And if I wanted to go on the other way, I'd cut the other page like that. So this here, this piece here is going to need to be probably 5 just to match that piece up the front. Oh, my cup's getting in the way. These are still available in the online store. They make great Christmas gifts. So if you were to order one today, you'd potentially get it in time. Just saying. Did you know these keep your ice cool all day? Or your ice stays frozen. I can take this to work and I can keep topping it up with water during the day, and the ice cubes that I put in the middle of it still stay solid. By the end of the day, they're probably only this big, but I do start as whopping great big cubes, probably about half the size of this roll of ribbon, but they stay frozen. So I'm going to make this piece here as 5 because that captures a couple of cakes. It will also give me, if I choose to do stripes, it would also make the stripes would work. But the reason why I actually, when I do cards that are a landscape, I like stripes to go that way. It's just the way I go. But it just depends on what you like. And today we're using cakes though. Okay, so there's no point in getting rid of that yet. All right, and then this piece is actually going to go in here. But it's going to have to match this one. Now, the other thing I brought over, I've got extra white, I've got envelopes, I've got some Pool Party. So I'm actually going to mat this piece up. And it's up to you whether you mat them. Actually, let's have a look. What do you think is going to go better? I've got some comments happening. I can't see what everybody's saying. And I put my phone away, so I can't see it even on Facebook. These are... Oh, that's a hard decision because I'm thinking the Pool Party looks pretty good. Oh, I do like that, but then I really like that bold colour. All right, I'm going with the bold colour. I'll bring the Pool Party in another way. Okay. So your Pool Party, you can go over there like so. Might make it a little bit bigger. Okay, we'll do some layering. We'll layer with some Pool Party. Okay, and that's for our inside. Our inside is going to be 10 by 14.4 and a bit on our white. So our white's going to sit on there. Hi, Nat, you're watching as well. Can't see anybody commenting. I don't know what's going on today, but that's all right. And I'm also going to do the same on this. I'm actually going to mount it, but I think, yep, I will mount it with Pool Party as well. So I want this to be the same. See how I've just cut, I have cut it down. Oh, hold on a second. How did you end up smaller? Oh, that's because that's that other piece. I don't want that piece. I want this piece. All right. Okay, so this one here is 5. So this one here is going to have to be 5.5. But I want it to be the same as this piece, which was 14 almost 4. Okay. Yeah, that will mean that this one will have to come down to 13.9. Oh, the math. They did say we'd always use our math, didn't they? And that's going to sit on there like so. Okay. And I'm going to put that straight on there because I'm not going to change my mind with that. Okay, so because I can't see all of your comments, fabulous comments now about telling me what color to use, I'm just going to wing it and go with it. And then I'm going to come back in later and have a sticky and see what good things you had to say, and I'll reply to you all then. All right. And then I'll figure out why Restream's doing this to me and what it's doing and all of that sort of jazz. So this doesn't really, it has a couple of sentiments that you could use on the inside, but it's not really doing it for me. So you could bring another stamp set in. The Make a Wish, oh, actually that'll work. All right, yep, we're going to go with Make a Wish because I think it will fit. And just going to give it a bit of a clean with the stamp cleaner. Well, it's a bit dry, but that's all right. That'll scrub all that new stamp feeling off. Okay, so Make a Wish will fit, because that is going to go on there like so. Will that fit? Not really. Okay. Let me see. For your day. That doesn't work for me. All right, you're just going to have to write the words on the inside of this card because Make a Wish doesn't fit. So I'm actually, well, you know what? Let's cut it down a bit. I can't. I've already stuck it down. Can't do that now. So much for that idea. I could pull that over. No, I won't be doing that. I want it to be even. Yeah. All right. I could pull out another stamp set, but I'm not going to. So what I will do is I will put a flower on the inside, just because we can. And let's go with this one, because you'll notice that there's also little flowers in here. And because on this piece here, we've got some pool party flowers and we've got some Pretty in Pink flowers, I'm going to do a Pretty in Pink flower on the inside, and I'm going to use our Old Olive as my stem. So I'll just take that off there. And there's an extra leaf. Ooh. I'm just going to give this I didn't clean it, so I'm just going to give it a bit of a rub. That's better. So there is an extra leaf in here if you wanted to put another leaf on it. And have it go that way. And that's actually, we might do that on our envelope, just because we're thinking about tying it all in. Now, if you do have cake celebrations, which is the stamp set we used at our last stamp club for this year, then you could actually make a cake on your page as well. And it's got some nice sentiments in it. This set will go very, very nicely with it. Okay. And that one there. Look at that. Cute as. Put the Old Olive away. Oh, actually, we could go with peach pie. I think that'd be pretty, because we've used, and again, just give it a bit of a rub. If you're new to watching me, the reason why I do that is just to condition the stamp a little bit. I usually give it a bit of a clean, but that'll do the same thing. Okay, so this is just a little peach pie flower, just because then we've got some stamping on the inside as well, and it's cute. Okay, so I am going to put this piece together. my brain's ticking over about what am I going to do and how am I going to do the front. And you're all just going to have to very patiently wait and see. Okay. This piece here is actually going to get put on with dimensionals. Now, I don't normally use dimensionals on my inside. It's perfect because it's nice and long for these bits here, but I do like to put them on sideways. So you will need your snips because you don't want to make it, I've already cut it now. You don't want to make it too much longer than the piece. So don't throw away these bits, okay? Yes, lol, I am talking to you. All right. And I do have more dimensionals on the table, but there's this little tiny piece, and use them all up. Use all your bits up. Oops. Okay. Now, the reason why this piece goes on dimensionals is because it's going to actually act like a bit like a tent lever, for want of a better word. My Take Your Pick tool's just beside me. I could have just used it, but I didn't. So line this up. Hold your tongue right to do so. Okay. And then that piece is going to go in here because that piece there can sit like that. How cool is that? All right, so we'll just glue this piece in. Like I said, I don't normally use dimensionals on the inside of my cards, but this is an exception to the rule because I want to use it as something in particular. So you can, if you put a full piece of paper, cardstock on here, you put something on there, not glue it down to that bit, and then you can use it and you can do it like so. There's lots of different ways that you can do this. Okay. It depends on what you want to do with it. All right. I'm thinking that I want I was going to do it like that, and that's the other way you can do it. So you can also do it like so, and then it opens out like that. Okay, which is nice. But I was trying to make it so that when you held that up like that, my cake was going to sit like so, but I have a sneaking suspicion I'm not going to be able to do that because it's going to have to sit flat on one side, isn't it? It's not going to get to sit up like that, which is what I want it to do. Okay. All right, rethinking, but that's okay because I actually really like that. I do really like that, but I don't know how I can do it. I'll have to put my thinking cap on and come back to that one. So for today, we're actually going to do something different. We're going to go back along here with this, which means I'll put this piece on here. Like so. And I will put this piece in here, still like so, because I think that that is pretty. All right. That piece is going to go on there, but it's going to go on a white base because I want to be able to write on it. I want to be able to write something next to my cake. And because there's actually just cake. Oh, cake day. I often say that. So you know what? That's what's going to have on it. So I need to make enough room so that I can say cake day. I won't have enough room if I do it that way. So I am going to have to do it. And it's all about how you plan it. I am going to have to do it a bit bigger. Now, I don't know if you've noticed the deckled rectangles are in the last chance box, in the last chance section. So just be aware of that. If there's something that's been on your wish list, the deckled circles have already gone, but the deckled rectangles are in there. So just be aware of that, that they may not be there when you go back to get them if you delay. Okay, cake day. All right, let's see how we're going to do this, because the word cake's relatively big. You're watching my brain processing through all of this. So the word cake is relatively big. There it is there. And the word day is small. Okay. So if I was to put said cake here like so, and have cake day is not going to fit. So if we go this way, however, and have the cake up a bit higher, I can fit cake day down there. Okay, right. Bit of decision making happening. All right, so we're going to go, let's make it, well, 7 centimeters. We'll see how well this is going to work. 7 centimeters by a little bit taller than our cake. Yep. Our cake is that tall. So 7 centimeters by 10.5 is this. I don't want to lose all of the pretty paper. That's the only reason why I'm sort of seeing what's happening here. Okay, so you're going to go there. Let's glue that on just to make so that I don't accidentally put it in the, just so we can get an idea. So you're going to go there, and you'll notice because of the way I've cut it, it's going to line up with that pool party at the top and the bottom. Okay, they're your straight lines. This piece here is going to go in here just for something different. Again, it's going to line up with this pool party that's in here. And I know it's a shame to cover on our gold side, but we've got 2 sheets. I'm not stressed because that check is really cute. Make really cute baby cards, Cheryl, just so you know, because I know Cheryl makes baby cards. Okay, very, very cute. So it's coming along nicely. Then we're going to have there, oh, my auntie's sending me photos. So, oh, that's going to be really pretty. To pull in this pool party, we might actually mount that piece as well. But we've got to see how we can fit cake day on here first, because I might be able to make it a little bit smaller. Okay, so that piece is going to go on there. She doesn't realize I'm on live, and look, you can see what she's writing. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so my cake's going to go, I want to make it go off the page just a little bit, off that piece just a little bit, because I think that always looks a lot more appealing. Now, I'm thinking because we're using because I'm using the blueberry bushel as our main color for our back, I'm going to actually use it to stamp with. So I will do, and it's such a nice color. It's such a vibrant, really nice blue. Oh, we could use that one. That would fit. Then we'd see more of the pretty paper. No. Oh, that one's actually really cute. Oh my gosh. Might have to make it twice. Yeah. Once with one, once with the other. Okay, cake day. I've already covered all my bits. Cake. Isn't that font lovely? It's such a pretty one. I do like all the different fonts. And I've got my big E-block sitting up the back here that for when I need another block, I can just take one off and do my thing with it. And there's my cake day. And look, you know, you can put happy cake day. You can put, actually that'd be nice, happy cake day. or hooray, cake day. Hooray, it's Thursday. Hooray, it's cake day. Actually, with the hooray, does the hooray fit on the inside? Where is it? Nope, it's too big as well. Unless you'll put it on an angle. But I haven't given you a lot of room to write. So I've only given you a tiny squidgy little bit of room to write. Okay? So, yeah. And that's okay. We don't need lots and lots of room to write. Right, so we're saving that one for Ron for later on. Okay? So let's see how well this guy fits. I could put your on it, your cake day. Yeah, actually, let's do that because I think that'll work. There's no it's. So but we'll have your cake day because it's your cake day. Yay! I'll just take that one off there. All right, where did I put blueberry bushel? Or it could say for your cake day. But this one's just saying your cake day. Oh, stuck my finger in it. Swipe it on my shorts. Okay, so I'm going to trim this down a little bit because now I can see how big I really need it because that fits quite nicely in there. So I'm going to take a little bit off the bottom and I will take a little bit off the side and then I will make the pool party one fit underneath it. So we'll take a little bit off the bottom, about a centimetre, and a little bit off this side. Now, if you had the deckled rectangles out and you actually still had them, so we're turning that into 6.5 by 9.5, which will mean this piece here needs to be just a smidge bigger in one direction, so that'll make it just shy of 7 and just shy of 10. All right. Ouch. And just be aware the blade in there is sharp. Okay. What have we got in the way of pretties that we can stick on extra? We got flowers and leaves. We got banners. Not really anything that I'm planning to use today. That's cool. We'll leave that as is. All right, so that one there, I'm just going to stick that down flat. I'm going to have to figure out how to do that other one that I wanted to do because I really liked. I saw it. I know that it will work. I know there's a way to work it because I actually have seen it done on the internet. That's the one where it sticks like that. But it was, this bit stuck like here. So I don't know how they did it. I'll have to go back and look. Oh, I've got mess there now. I might have to put a piece over that as well, just because I will, because I've made mess on it and we don't want that nonsense. All right, so, all right, but for now, this piece is going to go on here like so. Our cutout cake is going to go on there like so, and then I'm going to bring some of our dots in. So I'm thinking that the cake would need to be supported a little bit. All right. So the cake is actually going to go on dimensional. So to do that, I'm just going to turn it over here like this because I now know this is the bit that I don't want the dimensionals on. I want them down this side. Right here. And if I had my minis on this table, which I don't, I would put them underneath down here. But for now, I'm going to use a little bit of that Oh, it's not going to work. Okay, I'm going to use half of one of these up here, which means my little taggy bits are going to be floating in the breeze, but that's all right. And my cake is going to sit on here. So it's going to be supported by this piece in particular. And hold my tongue right to put it on here, because I do want it straight. Okay, so I've got a bit of space here, and what I can do there is these really cute little flowers in here. So if you wanted to, you could fussy cut them, but if I remember correctly, because there's no flowers there's only the little flowers, these little flowers here, which you can cut out. There is a die to cut them out, but they're not the same as these ones. So what I will do is, in that paper, there was some other pretties. So let's have a look. If I bring my paper back, you could actually cut out some of these leaves. Like you could, sorry Amanda, you could fussy cut flowers, fussy cut leaves, and you could have them down the bottom like they were actually put around the cake as a bit of a decoration. But because we've got all of these guys, there's actually some quite nice ones here. So there's nothing stopping you pulling out these little ones, but I really like these guys. Okay, and then there's leaves that go with them. So you can put them down here in this bottom corner, so it looks like we've got some extra flowers, or these little tiny ones, which are probably a better size based on the size of our cake. Now, because we pulled Pool Party in, I am going to use this one, and I am going to put it on. Just going to put it down there, a bit like if it was, I know what I was going to do. Oh my gosh, I remember now, but that's okay. I still need that. I haven't shown you this fabulous ribbon, and now I've stuck that down. Okay. All right, so I've stuck my cake down, but I haven't put my ribbon on, and I wanted to put some ribbon around there, and that's what I was going to have over here, was a nice little bow. All right. So you either take your pick tool, because I've got a hole in there, I'm going to have to shove the ribbon through it because I've already stuck it on. All right, so we're going to have to get a bit creative here. So we're going to shove the ribbon that doesn't want to play, because it's like shoving an octopus through a net bag here, let me tell you. We're shoving the ribbon through there. And it's just going to go through there quite nicely. Ha, look, see, told you. Okay. So it's only because I've already stuck it down with the dimensionals. So I'm fixing it, just for want of a better word. Here, roll of tape. Tape is handy for this. Okay, so this piece here is going to get seen. So I'm actually going to go, which is not something I normally do, but I'm going to take it all the way across, and I'm going to adhere it over here, where it's actually going to get stuck onto it's going to get stuck onto this part of the card. Okay. And I'm going to stick it down there a second time. You can actually take this piece off here. Oh, no, it doesn't want to come. Take your pick tool is good for this too. And then I can put that down there. But I am going to stick a second piece of double-sided adhesive over the top of it to make sure it doesn't wiggle. Because being that fine spidery-like stuff, it's going to play wiggle. So look how good. It's like we've wrapped the present. All right. Now, it is really nice to do a bow, but the bow is probably going to be too big on here. This little guy here, I'm going to sit here like we've added an extra little bit of decoration there. So it will need a dimensional under it, and it will fit one big one squarely in the middle there. Okay. So that it can stick just in there quite nicely. All right. Now, it's up to you whether you take this double-sided adhesive off so that you can put your piece on the back here, which I think I will do today. I wouldn't normally, but I am going to today because I think it needs that support. And I'll put a bit more double-sided tape up on this part. And I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive. So I will be turning it upside down just so I can see what my placement is going to be. So what I've done is I've turned the card upside down, I've turned the piece of paper upside down, just so that I can see, because when I flip it that way, the glue's in the right spot. All right? Because that piece there, I want to center my pool party piece. All right, now, and then that's going to come out and it's going to go flat like that when the time comes. It does only leave you a little bit of room to wiggle your name, so we don't want to be writing too much sentiment in there, but that's okay. All right, so we've got, where are my dots? Here they are. How fabulous are they? All right, let's see what sizes we've got in here. And I will have to come back and put something along here because what was I thinking? What was I thinking? If you've got a lot of people that need to sign it, so there's two different sizes. If you've got a lot of people that need to sign it, there would be nothing stopping you putting from extra piece of white on here so that you could then have everybody write on the back as well. So it just depends on how many people you've got that need to sign it. Now, I'm thinking that I'll bring in the pool party dots. Come on. All right, I think I need a new end for my Take Your Pick tool. Come on. Yep. And we'll have one more down there. How cool does that look? All right, so let's pick one more piece of paper to have as our, I think we should do the same. I'm thinking that we should have that checkered piece. So I'll use this piece, and we're only going to need a 5-centimeter strip. Actually, probably only need a 4.5, but we'll go with just shy of 5 for starters. And it'll be the 14.3, almost 4, because I want it to match the top. Now it's up to you whether, because I would normally say don't put it on there, but because I've squelched all over it, I'm going to have to. So I'm thinking that I might do, I'm going to do that piece. And if you're mailing that, that is going to protect that card, but it is going to make this side quite bulky. Okay, so just be aware of that. All right, so we'll just put that on there because I squelched on it. That'll teach me. Should have used a scrap. Okay, because I actually want, that's my card there. All righty, well, thank you for joining me. I hope you really like this suite. It's really pretty. All right, and where's the I can tell you it is called Wildflower Birthday Suite. Okay, the suite has dies, it has a stamp set, it has designer series paper that's specialty and pretty, and it has a really cool trim and some sticky dots. Okay, so if you would like, I haven't posted out my catalogs yet. I do have great intentions of, they will be with you before the 7th of January, before it starts. If you really, really want to get goodies that are in the new catalog sooner rather than later, you can pre-order them as part of a kit. I will tell you there is a fabulous joining special coming up starting on the 7th of January, so keep that in mind. It's still $169, but there is a added value to that kit. You get 2 choices. One of the choices is 2 sets of markers, and I believe a stamp set. I am not all over this like a rash yet, but I will be eventually. So option 1 is 2 sets of markers and a stamp set, and the stamp set's got have the best day, thank you so very much, handmade by, and a really cool flower. That's worth an extra $162. Or you can get, which is option 2, you can get an extra $51 added to your cart. So keep that in mind. I think that the markers alone are over $50 a packet. So I think you're really getting a good value there, added value there. So that starts in January. But if you wanted to go and have a sticky in the Join Now area, if you get my newsletter, there is a Join Now button. It will take you straight to the page where you can then flick through and have a look at what's available, and so that you can be a bit ready. You will have a catalog in your mailbox by the time the catalog starts. Those that don't end up with a paper copy, there will be a soft copy that will be attached to my first newsletter on the 7th of January. Make sure you signed up for it. There is a link in the comment, like in the description of the video. If you're on YouTube, there is a link in that description on the YouTube channel. There is so many fabulous things that are happening next year. I'm currently the number 15 demonstrator in Australia. I would like to increase that number, and that, I'm afraid, relies on you guys. Now, what can you do to help me? You can share my posts, you can share my cards, you can click that little like and subscribe button, you can do all that sort of stuff. You can shop with me, or you can join my team. And I'm always looking for some more UniQ crafters, which is the name of my team, and plenty of love to go around. Lots of things coming your way in the new year. I'm also thinking, actually, I am also going to start doing some scrapbooking with you, and I'm in the plans of working out a once a month scrapbooking page where we can either scrap along together, or I can show you a page that I'm going to make. So hit that subscribe button, like my Facebook page so that you don't miss anything. I will put a link to my what's that thing called? My Facebook VIP group in the comments, so that you can make sure that you're in there as well, because they hear about things first. Okay, toodaloo for today. I'll catch you all later. Bye.